Take two. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. My phone is conspiring against me today, so I will just wait a few minutes to see if anyone comes back on. For those of you who I've not met before, my name is Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here on the Central Coast of New South Wales, which is about an hour's north of Sydney. So it's a lovely spring day here. I have washing on the line, and I have, for today's project, I have grabbed out our Happy Forest, thanks Roz, please tell me you can hear me. I've grabbed out our Happy Forest friends to play with today, and this is one of, hey Sonia, this is one of the patterns. I'll take you through all the patterns when we get there. I've also done some hand cutting while I was chatting with some friends who live inside my iPad earlier this morning. So today's card, I did say in my first video, which I rudely interrupted, hello Christine, welcome back Shaz, good A-OK. Well, I've got the Kraft note cards and envelopes. Now at the moment during September, on the 1st, 8th, 15th and 22nd, we will be having weekly deals. This is happening in all Stampin' Up markets, and we will have about 9 products each week that will be discounted. Now this week in Australia, the Kraft note cards and envelopes are on discount. This and the Happy Forest Friends paper, they are in our annual catalogue. Now, I haven't played with these. These come with the box. It didn't come with instructions for the box, so I assume it's going to be really easy to put together. What do you reckon? We will find out very soon. And it comes with 20 note cards. Hey Glenda, 20 note cards and envelopes. They are all pre-scored, ready to use, which is fantastic. Now, while I was cutting up this paper this morning, I did think these motifs are a bit familiar, and I realized that this annual catalogue paper goes really well with the mini catalogue Ringed with Nature stamp set. So we've got these flowers, we've got the tree ring, we've got the mushrooms, we've got all of those types of things. So I thought, I'm just going to leave that set sticking out in case we want to use it. I also, because this is us making on the fly together, so strap yourself in, be ready, because I'm going to ask questions and going to ask you to help me with some decisions along the way. I also, let's just drop it and throw it on my desk. I also grabbed out stylish shape dies, because I have lots of little offcuts that I think I can cut circles and squares and things with, and I also grabbed out Stitch Rectangle. So Stitch Rectangle does a dash stitch, and the Stylish Shapes does a dot or a piercing stitch. So they're slightly different, but they go together very well if we do decide to use them together. So thank you so much for coming back. Hello Bayu, how are you? I'm sure I just butchered your name. Hello Miss Chris. So let me see. I'm going to attempt to put you in my cradle without taking you out of my video, which always means I lose sound. So please pray for me, please. Whoops. Okay, it's taken me back to my old video. Yes, I would like to go back there, thank you. Well, no. Can we call Facebook yet today? Let's see what's going to do. I hope everyone had a lovely weekend, and I hope it has been or was or is a lovely day wherever you were today. Yeah, pray, Cheryl. Pray, because I'm going back. Okay, we're live here. Right. I'm pressing on it. Click to expand. Right, I can see you. You can see me. Fingers crossed. Oh, I can also hear myself, which is what I don't want to do. You don't need to hear me in stereo. I think one of me is quite enough. Okay, let's pray. Just going to flick you guys around. I'm going to place you on my desk. Oh, spent the day with your grandbabies by the pool. Well, I spent Sunday evening with my grandbaby because it was Father's Day here in Australia, and I got to have snuggles and plays with Mr. Franklin at a restaurant. Yay! We did it, guys. Look at us. We did it. Oh, my dear word, Shaz. I always appreciate when you're on here, and I do know when you are here, you haven't or aren't having the best of evenings. Now, let's see if we can do a little zoom. It's not loving me today. Some random just messaged me. Okay, I'm going to leave that zoom there. Go turn off the light and check it. No, I've zoomed in too far. Okay, let's come back and do a little zoomy zoom out. Hello, Angela. How are you today? Zoomy zoom out. Oh, this man is being very persistent on Instagram. And I don't care that he's from Russia. I truly don't. Okay, awesome. I think we're all good. I think we are staying here today. We're not zooming any more in or out. Oh, that's so sweet, Corinne. Okay. I'm going to go through the paper, and then we're going to assemble the box, and then we'll get on to making cards. Now, one piece of designer series paper I have pretty much massacred. So this is going to be for a slimline card, and this is the back, and there is another piece in here. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this, but I think it would make another good mini slimline card. I have this little section here, which I think I'll cut down the top to be a card front, so that'll work. And this is all out of the same piece. And then I've cut out some trees, but I'm thinking on today's card we might use a log or a stump, and I thought quite possibly we could cut either of these two out or just use the background as a pattern. So I only have half a pack of paper, you see, so we're I cut that up before I thought about it, but that's okay. Hey Bev, hey Sam. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Is what a laugh or a smile, Cheryl? What have I missed? Okay, so this piece I have cut out numerous owls and bears and foxes out of. So I've cut in from the side. That's how I cut my paper. I have this gorgeous, I think it's grey granite, without folding the whole of my paper over. Let's have a look at the colours in this paper. Flip it over. Happy Forest friends, we have Basic Grey, Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Sahara Sand, Smoky Slate, So Saffron, Soft Suede, all of the neutrals, which I like. It works very well. Now, see this wood round in here? It just goes so well with the ringed with nature set. And I love all these basic patterns on the back. Just all the greenery. Got some acorns on here as well and some winter berries. See, I don't feel we have winter berries in Australia, but I've learned what these are from all of you guys in the Northern Hemisphere. This would make a fantastic scrapbook page. It really would, but alas, I'm probably not going to use it for that. I don't mind the pattern on the back, actually. This is the mushroom page. This would go really, really well with our storybook gnomes. So the paper or the stamp set, or if you have both, you can use both. Ah, yes, that's okay. No, that's okay. And this gorgeous pattern on the back. But this really does go with 2 stamp sets. And I could see gnomes going really well with this one as well, because it's sized a little larger than one of our bears. Our bears would be really, really small. So I think one of the gnomes would size really nicely from the dies. Okay, so now we know what paper. Now, if you are ever wondering what colours are in our paper, it's always on the back. So Happy Forest Friends, and tells us the paper here. I do have a printout for my convenience on my desk of all of those things. So I'm going to keep this very much close to hand because we are going to be needing it very, very soon. Although some of these pieces we won't, but they're there for a future card. I may even come and make those cards on a video because I know you girls hopefully enjoy watching my videos because you always come back, which is great. Now, please excuse me. I do just need to not spill my water bottle, but actually consume it. Okay, that's a bit better. So, grabbing out our box pieces. So that is one, and I think I know how it goes together. So we have a base and a lid, and I'm pretty sure they go together exactly the same way. And as far as I can see, I also think they're adhesive free, which, hey, we love not getting adhesive on ourselves. So what I think we have to do is just fold all of our score lines, which will make putting together this box infinitely easier. So I'm just going to do one side at a time. For a couple of these bits, I will use my bone folder. I should use my bone folder for all of it because it does make for a nice crisp finish. Can't even hold it properly today. These are all pre-scored, so I am just following what Stampin' Up have done for us. It's fine. The sides I'm not worrying about so much. So I think this piece actually goes in like that. And I think this one as well. I think this one actually goes the other way, because I'm pretty sure I have made a box like this before. So we shall see. And I think I've just got 2 more score lines. This is the boring bit, but it's great that you can make a nice set with this and have it somewhere to hold it. Hello, Miss Leslie. How are you today? I hope everyone is well. Okay, so I think, right, I think we just go a little like that. I think the hardest bit was scoring the edges because that's together. Ta-da! Right, next. That was a bit too easy, wasn't it? Oh, I will tell you that once it's together. Actually, you may tell me, it's obviously bigger than the envelopes. So the folded cards are 5 by 3.5. The envelopes are 5 1/4 by 3 3/4, and the box is 4 by 5 1/2. So on the Stampin' Up website, it does have all of these measurements in inches and in centimeters. Now, I work in both inches and centimeters. So when the inches are so clear cut, like these box and card sizes, I happily use inches. When it is not so clear cut, I just use centimeters. Okay, now this one, we want to go in. So it is easy, but it's definitely worth the time making all of these pieces nice and crisp, and then everything just goes together and the box is all square. And I will come back here to my lovelies. Oh yes, absolutely. I had it up and ready. It's all good. I had it up so it was easy for me to flick a screen and easier than me measuring, and they're going, oh yeah, it's something like that. You know I'm sometimes prepared, Cheryl. Now, this, I'm assuming, I haven't worked out which side is the lid and which side is the base yet, but I know they both go together the same way. And you could certainly make the 20 cards out of one pack of designer series paper, put on a sentiment, put on a little element, and make the perfect gift set. So that would make a gorgeous gift set in a box. The box can be reused and they've got somewhere to keep them. And there is another box on our weekly specials at the moment, and it is the Kraft gift box. Kraft gift boxes. So for the Kraft gift boxes, they fit our standard size cards, and I think envelopes as well. I have done a video around this time last year on the Kraft boxes because I used the, oh, that paper was gorgeous. Sorry girls, guys. Right, pop, pop, pop. So these little lips just pop in there. Yay. So just going to get that to sit flat. So which side is which? Ooh. Right, I'm thinking this, I think this is a very tight box. They could not have done that. Are they both exactly the same size? Not quite. No, that one doesn't. It shows it as a box, I swear, everyone. Maybe I am just super special. I may need to ring because they are identical sizing. There was like, they are, but that's how the boxes go together. And you, yes. Did you pull out the bottoms? What do you mean, Corinne? No, that's all that's in here. Although, maybe, you get 2 boxes. Corinne's right. You get 2 boxes. Oh my dear word. Isn't that fun? You get, or maybe I got 2 lids. I got 2 lids and 1 base. So now I have a little open box that I could do something with. Da 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 da. Stampin' Up. Right, so Stampin' Up gave me 2 bases. We do actually have, this is the lid, because look, it's like really, really shallow. It does look like 2 bottoms, but I do have a lid. Oh, Louisa, are you puppy dreaming? She's woofing in her dreams. Not sure if you heard that. I was actually quite loud for her because she is normally very, very quiet. She normally just likes talking to us when she's hungry or she needs to go out to the loo. Okay, put our 2 bottoms over here. Now this one goes this way. See, we're a pro at doing it now that I've showed you 3 times. Whoops, put these little fluffy flaps out of the way. Isn't that nice of Stampin' Up though? Giving me an extra box. Can always do with an extra box. Okay, so I've done those 2 sides. I just need to do these 2 sides. Come on, that's it. And it really isn't this hard. It's just my hands make it more difficult for me. Okay. Right. And we go down. So 2 more scores, and then this will go together exactly the same way. I did wonder putting the second one together. They looked awfully similar. But anyway, I hope you guys are all laughing out there. Okay, so put these 2 in and pop this one. Come on, do what I want you to do, please. Right, put that one over. So that's those corners in. And then we just pull that back. Squeeze the tabs in. Just make sure it's all sitting flat. And just like that, we have the perfect lid. There you go, the perfect lid. So, good on us for having that. Our little box can sit over there, and our extra base will be good for other cards, and you could wrap it with some designer series paper, or you could make a sleeve with our window sheet and then have your feature card on top. Yes, ta-da! Oh, Corinne. If only we can live delete the bit that isn't the way it is meant to be. Now, for those of you watching, how many of us do we have here at the moment? It's not we have 15 of us here at the moment. On Thursday, I normally do a YouTube live. This week, I will not be doing a YouTube live. At this stage, things may change because Lavender is having a little operation. So our date came out of the blue because it's been on the waiting list a long time. That damn pandemic should have been done a lot earlier, but the damn pandemic has not helped. So I'm going to have 3 cards to start off with, and then we'll see how we go. I've always got more here if I need them. Now let's have them turned all the right way. And I have all my bits, and I do want some backgrounds. So me having the sizings for the cards, which is 5 by, what did I say, 3 1/4. So let me click back in here. 5 by 3 1/2. 5 by 3 1/2. I do need to remember that. Me too. It's nothing major. Hey Donna, nothing major, but I obviously want to be there with my child. So that's what is going to happen. So I haven't laid this out to see. I just literally cut some things out. So I thought that tree could go nicely on the edge, and then maybe the owl, but we definitely need something in the background. And maybe I could put a fox there as well. And then I have 3 more characters left. Now, one thing I just thought of, something that may work really nicely is possibly, I'll see what we think. I could use masks in one background. There's some flowers. I don't think that'll work. So we have this one, which is flowery. We have this one, which is leafy. I have, I think this is the one. No. These are the ones that retired. I didn't think they were the new ones. We can't get these ones anymore. So yeah, definitely have to spend a night in hospital. That can go not in my things. Right. These are the ones. The Artistic Mixed Decorative Masks. Take 2. We're taking 2 on everything today, I've decided. So we have our quatrefoil. We have these that, do they go inside the quatrefoil? They do go inside the quatrefoil. Ooh, 2-step. Or you can use both of them on their own. Not sure. Ooh, or I could do plaid on one. I could do a plaid as a background on one of them. Do you think I should do some pattern paper? Should I use the mask is the question. And then we have like some shapes, and we've got both the inner and the outer. Okay. I've left the plaid out just in case. I'm going to put the rest of them in because it's a bit boyish. Okay, backgrounds. What is my least favourite pattern? Although I don't know that any of these back patterns will work. I think they're all a bit bright. Like they're all a bit busy for kind of what? That one doesn't work too badly. Which one's that one? That one's my mushrooms. Because definitely couldn't use the mushroom side. Yes, I am, Cheryl. I'm going to force your hand and make sure you put the mask in your next order. I'm going to pour through your computer and make all that happen. Okay, let's use this paper for at least one background. So we are going to go, what did I say, 3.5. So I want to go 3 1/4. I've just got to check my measurements. Check twice, cut once. 3.5. So if I go 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So that's 4.5. That's 4 3/4. Okay. Goodo. Please pray. Yay! It works. Perfect. Done. Hold. Okay. So, start with this base, and I really would like the tree like breaking out from the card because it just makes it more visually pleasing. And then I can put a little fox just there. Now, sentiment wise, because that's sitting there, I'm thinking of you maybe at the bottom. I do like this thinking of you. The Merry Christmas isn't there at the moment because I am using it for something else, for a class. Sorry. Thinking of you. I'm just seeing if that will fit in said punch. It will fit in the little one, and then we could layer it on the big one. I like that because we've got the white halos, and then maybe a piece of ribbon under that, and this is our like fussy-ish card done. Now I am going to stamp in soft suede because that is the prominent colour on there, and soft suede is one of those colours, it's a golden brown. Sorry if I knocked the screen there. They are the Artistic Mix Decorative Masks, Cheryl. Just a FYI for your information. So who owns this designer series paper, the Happy Forest Friends? Because it's stinking cute, and I cannot believe I have left it this long without using it. Thinking of you. So see, it dries back lighter, but it's almost an alternative for black. Like Mossy Meadow, Basic Grey, what else? Early Espresso. It's drying pretty quick actually. I like that. Now, pop it in here. Now I have to work out a colour that, now this may not work. Well, it may actually. It may work, although I just want to hold it on this side. That is pretty much a perfect fit. And I barely use this oval punch. Now, what colour would I like to make our scalloped piece? Now, let's go back to the colours. Although I know not all of these colours are in the paper, let's have a look. Is there a blue in the paper? There isn't. I don't think so. Saffron will work. I'm even thinking like a balmy blue. I don't know. What colour? A green. So you mean going this green? And this green is, well, it says Mossy Meadow, but there is no way that that is shades of Mossy Meadow. Because, oh no, Old Olive. Let's grab Old Olive, because that's basically the colour of the trees, of the leaves, sorry. I've got lots of scraps of Old Olive here, guys. Not big enough. See if I can grab it. I just found the perfect size scrap. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And punch. That'll work really nicely. Although, now that I'm looking at it and the size it's taking up, I don't think, although I do kind of want a linear, something going across. Let's just see. So I want some dimensionals on this. I want to add some height to the card. Oh look, I'm going to use up this strip, or try and use up this strip, because it's been hanging around long enough. So this is the edge strip of the mini dimensionals, and it is so thick. It's fantastic. So I don't have a rubbish bin, although if I do that, I do have a rubbish bin. Okay. So quite earthy cards here. Not going for all the girly girl bells and whistles. Not today anyway. Okay, did I do the right decision in Old Olive? I think I did. I love the Calypso coral background. That just works really, really well. That supports our bow. And just a couple for this. It will need some grounding, so I will need my Smoky Slate Light blend, because we can't just have them floating in air. Ooh, I could. Actually, I've got heaps of the wood rounds. Actually, I could cover one of these backgrounds with the wood rounds and to create a texture that way. But just know these are a fantastic option, because, you know, I'm all for using what I've got left over. So I think we should do that, because I'm pretty sure they are in Smoky Slate. Oh, look, a fresh sheet. Getting the first one out is always the hardest, especially when I like to work in lines. Oh, you gave me a good idea, thank you, Corinne, because it was in my brain to get them out and I hadn't yet. Okay, so tree flat, this flat, I don't think we need anything more on this card, but just let me grab out my wood rounds. If oh look, I'd be happy to share the wood rounds, seriously. Okay, wood rounds. They are there. And then maybe I could use a circle element with our little critters on them in the middle. It's a good idea. Oh, look at us go. Okay. So, we need some glue. We need a card base. Got the glue. And I'm so glad I don't often go for this punch, to tell you the truth. The oval punch. I do wish it was sometimes a titch bigger, but it fitted that perfectly. Okay, so you can see you could go through and cut out all of these pieces. So you can go and cut all the trees, all the bears, do all of that and just have them sitting there ready to use. Okay, that's apparently going to sit like that. Bit of glue on the back of this. Do love this So Saffron modified chevron on the back. Right. Don't know why I'm putting the lid back on, but anyway. Okay. So just, I think I want to make it a little higher. This is where our lovely glue comes in. Got some movement in it, and I can do my grounding first before I pop that down, so I don't want to accidentally get. So I'm using this line here kind of as my base. I think I can pop him a little further over, but still have an overlap connection with the tree. So having the connection is the best thing to make all these critter scenes work. You want the overlap, or you want it looking at the tree or something. We'll see he's looking away. I possibly should have inverted those because he's actually looking away from the card or out of the card, where it is generally more visually pleasing if they're looking into the card. But the good thing is our fox is looking exactly the same way. Not too sure I like this dead space here, but that's okay. Okay, so just going to just a little bit of grounding. I don't even think I'm going to blend that grounding in, because on the paper it kind of, yep, that's good. This one is a little bit dry, this blend, but it works perfectly for just doing that grounding. So I'm just going to pop some glue there and pop this on just like that. I'm thinking if I did add something in there, it just may be a bit too much. So, okay, I need to put this a little this way just to center it up. Okay, what do we think of card 1? I don't even think it needs any embellishment. So call me crazy, but I think it doesn't need anything. It's quite busy. That background is busy, but everything stands up, like pops off really nicely on it. Cute. Thank you, Corinne. Okay, so we'll just pop card 1 over here. Now, we had lots of friends on this one, or more friends. So, just, yeah, this one, he will definitely be looking into the card. So you can kind of, without me popping anything else on the background, you can see the difference between him looking out of the card and him looking into the card. And then we're just going to pop our little owl just here. So this tree was on the edge of the designer series paper, so I have just been able to use it perfectly. See, I can make a little cluster there and then have some nice airspace around there. But what are we putting you on? Let me, because I haven't looked at the paper enough. Tree too big for a landscape card? No, they're not. I don't think so. Do you think they are? I think the trees are perfect. I mean, look, I think the trees would be even more perfect on these are note cards, remember. These aren't our normal standard card. Okay, I do have an idea, and it is in my use it up box, so bear with me. I think I'm just going to take the plunge and cut this. So we need, what did we say? I'm going to have to go back, read it correctly. 3.5, so we need 3 1/4 by 4 3/4, because that is just perfect. It's basically 1/2 centimetre. I love this background. It's just so pretty. So pretty. And grab my use it up bits, because I do have some pre-cut, although I dare say I'd want a really big one. Do I have a big one? Yes, I do. This one at the back here is a big one. Is it 2 or is it 1? It is a big one. So you can see here I've broken up that busy background already, so I can have it coming out from the tree. Actually, I need to get this off the card base, then I won't go bonkers. Okay. So this one I think I cut 2 at a time. Well, this may be from the picture, this dies actually. Because we're just repeating a circular shape here. Let me go back to our comments because I was looking here. Try, oh, a landscape. Huh, I'm with you, Cheryl. Not making a landscape, a landscape. Ta-da! Right, I'm with you, Cheryl. Thank you. Although that's upside down because the little acorns were falling up, not down. That, no, Cheryl, that is perfect. So perfect. So, I don't know. I could also put a bit of colour on that. Like colour the circle. Because I do like that there's something beside them. Like there. Okay. I think I am going to grab... do I have a brown one? Let me check my other ones. No, that is my brown one. So let's see. I could, there are separate owls. Did I cut a separate owl out? I did cut a separate owl out. Let's see. That's actually a good idea, but I do like my idea of just, I don't even know what colour I use this for last, so we shall see. May have been like crumb cake or something like that. Oh, I have the tinsiest amount in there. If you were that ink pad that I used, you're under my rubbish. Ooh. Ooh, Corinne. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I will change my brush. Take a deep breath. Look at where you have put things. You've now got my mind racing. Oh, my blue one was in there. Someone isn't opening their eyes. La 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 la. It was right there. Okay. A blue will work really, really nicely. And then we can tie it in with the sentiment. So I'm just kissing the edges. I'm not going all the way in. I'm just giving the die cut some definition. And I did like the idea about the owl in the tree. So I have changed tact and we are doing something else. Putting the owl in the tree. I think that was a great idea. Okay. Blending brush over there, scissors over there. Must remember I do have like all of these. Maybe we just grab what could be an avalanche that would make me cry and pop them all the way. Ooh, I'll leave that out. That might work over there on one of these. You never know. Never know what you're going to to do and find in my use it up box. So let's see if this owl works in the tree. Now obviously the owl would be on dimensionals, just obviously. I don't know if I like the owl actually. I think I do like this further in. Then I just not sure what I do for a sentiment, but that's okay, we can get it all moving. It's not quite connected enough to the tree, but I think I need to do some committing rather than just sitting here and looking at it. So that's what we're going to do, because I can commit to where I actually want the tree. That's an easy commitment. And if any of you noticed, I did only put glue just down the edge. Yes, it does. Yeah, who are you, Cheryl? I'm not sure I know. I think. Okay, now that that's sitting there, I think I can have a better play. Still like the connection, but or do I have no owl at all? Because those branches, like over here, if I used a full tree, just for visual comparison, like it's sitting, I don't know that I like the owl in the tree, but there is a log and I could put the log here and the owl on the long log. Yes. Okay, rightio. I can hear you all giggling with the fact my mum just went ka-chunk. Okay, where are you, Mr. Log? Aha, I found you. It's just a piece of scrap from what I was cutting. And that would work perfectly if I can grab said piece. So I've got this log here, and that would fit really nicely over there. And then the owl can sit on top of it. Yay! Hey Sylvia, how are you? Now, I don't want these scissors for hand cutting, but do you know what? I did really well hand cutting with these earlier. So let's see how we do. Now, I am going to preserve all of this greenery as well, because it would be really, really weird if I didn't, because it does overlap the log. So we are going to keep all of this. Now just remember, oh, do you know what I didn't do with any of these pieces? I didn't go over it with my bone folder on the back, but that's okay. So trick, move the paper more than what you move your scissors. I'm doing one hell of a rough job here. Now go around my little bird, and the bird is blue, so that ties in our blue. I do quite often cut the bulk away as I'm going, because it then just makes it easier to cut. I'm going quiet because I've got to concentrate. This is a little intricate. I probably would have been better with my other scissors, but hey ho. Oh, I'm so tempted just to cut off this leaf. Done. What leaf? I didn't see a leaf, did you? No. Right. Now we have our log here. We have our bough and our log and this. I don't half hate that, but I am thinking we may like to use just to keep the theme going, and the fact that this is a smaller size circle. I've got two here. Do you think I can... bending it. Did you hear that click? Because I know I die cut them together. There we go. Right. Oh, it's not small. Is it small enough? What do we think of the two circles? Am I covering up too much, or do I use... I think this circle, that circle is like way too small. I'm just checking out what I've got here. That's too big of a rectangle. That's the same size. Not helpful, peoples. Ooh. Ooh, a piece of vellum there. I was just playing. But that works really well. I think definitely not that one. Yeah, an oval would work. I know, shame on me for cutting that leaf off, but you understand we have plenty of leaves in the background. We're not missing or messing with any leaves. Okay, now I am just going to put, because it's going to be hidden. Going to be hidden, and maybe a titch higher. Right. That's committed. If it will stop moving. I'm making commitments. I could do that. Yep. I could do that as well. I could just grab a blend and do a bit of flicking. Yep. All valid and great ideas. Okay, now slide this under like so. And I don't think this card will have a sentiment, because if it had a sentiment, I think it would take away from what we've already got, because it's quite a busy card front. That's a really good idea, Patty. But I think it'll have to be in like crumb cake. So I don't want to go in and darken it up too much straight up. Okay, so now I can make this bear go over all the layers. Actually, down. I even want him down further than that. Come on, I didn't want you to stick down. Come off, please. Thank you. Nothing's listening to me, I tell you. Because I'm looking at the line of the log. Okay. There we go. And we're going over the vellum, the circle, and the tree. Okay. Like that. Now, to darken this up a little. Now, this is Crumb Cake Light. See that already? Just, oops. That already, I'm just going to leave it at that. That really does, I think, darken it up enough. Just enough. Yep. Do you know what? I am not going to jinx myself. I'm going to use the proper and just stick this on using Stampin seal. Now having it upside down and on its side will actually help me. Now that has also stuck this piece of vellum down on the edge as well. And just one dimensional should do it. Just like so. Louisa is making her bed groan as she's stretching. She just had the biggest sigh and the biggest stretch. And then I like that the owl is going over the top. I really think I need some mini dimensionals here on his legs. They're kind of flicking up in the sky a little bit, and I don't like it. So I stick it to my scissors and then I try and take off just trying to catch the edge. It doesn't want to. Maybe if I put my tongue in the right place. Aha, gotcha. So, just under the leg there. So you can see the difference. It's just not sticking out. So I took the top off before I took it out this time. And we've still got to ground everything here. There we go. Much better. So, grounding, grounding, grounding. So, and I kind of shadowed where the owl would cast a shadow. That's good. Cool, Patty. Thank you. I'm glad you gave me that idea. Are we doing anything else to this? Are we adding, what kind of tinsy sentiment do we have? We have a get well soon. It's just thinking. Where's my bone folder? It's buried, unless I actually put it back. No, I didn't actually put it back. It's lost. So I'll grab my ink bone folder. It still doesn't want to. That's okay. We shall pop that like so. Perfect. Oh, I think I did cut it a little short, possibly. Oh, thank you, Charmaine. Just shooting the breeze. No, I had no real plans. Just showing you how my creative brain works once in a while. Okay. Still feel like I want a tinsy sentiment. But if I put the get well soon there in maybe Mossy Meadow, because it does fit perfectly, it doesn't take away, and I can hear everyone already going, use the stamper artist, but I'm not going to, because it fits so perfectly there. We're going completely rogue. Mossy Meadow. So this is our substitute black. Sorry, just had something pop up. Hello. Okay, I don't quite. Maybe the Just For You could. It's trying to jazz it up. See, the Just For You, I think, is a bit too much. And I don't think it's a happy anniversary card. But I see what you're thinking, but I did want to stick with this stamp set because the motifs match the paper so perfectly. So I haven't used this before. You girls should see the mess. This side is looking really good, but the other side not so good. Okay. Shall I try my scrap paper first? It's not very dark. 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 It's not very dark This is my Pain in the Bottom ink pad. It looks really juicy, but it's really dry. So neutrals. You know what I'm doing. I'm re-inking it. If I can open my re-inkers and find my Mossy Meadow re-inker, because that is not as dark and lovely as what we wished. Okay, so drop a drop, 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 drop. Okay. They are slowly sinking in, but I will force it in. You can see how they're sucking in slowly. I did put that bone folder back at least. So this is my inky bone folder, and then I just butter this ink in, just like I'm buttering a piece of bread. Okay, that is all in. I will use a baby wipe just to get any excess ink off. Oh, it's time. Haven't even checked. We're having such a nice time. Oh, we're going for a long video today. I suppose I'm making up for not being live on Thursday. Let's just call it that. Okay. Now we're going to test. Make sure it's not too inky. That's much better. Lovely. Okay. Pray. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open this card so it sits flat. I'm going to wipe off. Where did I just put that? I just put that over there. I'm just going to wipe off my block because I do have some ink that I don't want there. Okay, we're going in. I am purposely holding it there for the ink to transfer. Hooray, that it's there, but it's not in your face. Is it perfect? No, and that is also okay. Thank you so much for sharing my link, Cheryl. Much appreciated. Okay, so that also calls that little card done. So we have a thinking of you and we have a get well soon. So there you go. Now, our last one, I promise you, this will be our last one. Where did I put all my use it up bits that I wanted to use on this? Now, I have a whole lot of wood rounds. I do also have other bits in here as well, but I think I do also have some smaller ones, which is good. Basically, what I want to do, I think I'm definitely going to need to use the blending brush on these. What do we think of like creating a background with that? And then what I thought was we can then like, oh, this one needs to go on an edge. And then we can have 3 focal points. Have them on 3 of the shapes. That was my thought. Love it. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I can go over there. Definitely need to be adding some stuff on these. Yes, I was going to use some of the side pieces as well, Corinne. I just need to get the main pieces on first. Do not get away from there. Going to grab our brown. And we are just going to soften these edges, as I just got my whole finger in the ink pad, because that's how we roll. So it doesn't take too long and doesn't have to be perfect. You just want some detail in there. It just really highlights the detail and makes them look not one-dimensional. So we're really making that bark on the outside darker. And these are leftovers from another project, so we're using, I'm so glad I'm remembering to delve into my use it up box, although there's still so much in there. It feels like I could make 100 cards from my use it up box. Okay, that one and this one, and then we will see how we go, because this soft suede just goes along with the Kraft perfectly. Okay, I am dangerously going to leave that open but off to the side, because I have a feeling we will need it. I'm not using the crumb cake one. Yeah, no. Because the crumb cake is too, I'll tell you why, Cheryl. The crumb cake's too stark and the wrong colour on the Kraft. That's why I won't be using it. So I think I'm going to need a block. I may need more, but I've got more in my pile. I just started at the start, basically. Now, some of these, I'm going to, I do need them to go off the edge. They can't all be contained, otherwise it makes your image look not natural. It's weird. Okay, then probably put a little one in there like that. Like I'm making little resting places for everything. So this one is also going off, which is perfect. And then if I need any more edge pieces, I can pull those in, because I will need one here. stay upright, please. Okay. Pop that down. I may even be able to use half of this on the other side. And then just pop the other piece here. I think that will work really, really well. Didn't really think that one out well, did I? It's okay, I could make it. Oh, I stuck it to the sheet. How did I do that? I did nothing, no one saw anything. The glue seeped out. Okay, scissors, scissors, scissors. Let me see here, and I can pop it in on an odd angle. Don't know if I had enough glue there, but it certainly stuck as I wanted it. That works really well. Okay. Okay, cut all these excess bits off. We're going to have to go straight on here because I have an open ink pad over my bin currently. Not ideal, but hey, it works. Okay. Pop all of these pieces in the rubbish before I turn into a huge bluey mess. Then we can play around with the placement of everything else. I don't know how my finger did not transfer ink everywhere because I forgot I had a finger full of ink. Yes, you can pout because you saw it didn't work. Okay. I really love this. Geez, I didn't even think I was going to be doing anything like this. And look at that. He sits beautifully there just by changing it into a landscape card. He just fits beautifully. Okay. Don't need that anymore. That blend can go there. Let me close my ink pad because we're asking for some kind of disaster. There we go. All closed. And just looking through, I kind of like that corner as it is. So let's get rid of these. Isn't that a fun background? It's almost faux embossing, but it's not. Now, where's my bear? Did I seriously just put my bear in there? Did anyone see where my bear went? Oh, he's stuck to my leg. I found him. Don't worry, he's found. He just went on an adventure. Not quite. Not quite. He fell off the desk completely. Okay, head supported. So this card will be quite dimensional, but it's okay because these envelopes that come with this kit, not that it's even a kit, but the dimensionals that come with it, or the envelopes, sorry, that come with it are really quite, they've got quite a bit of room in it. So I'll show you that even this quite dimensional card will fit in there really, really nicely. Perfect. Right up against the edge of the card. And then this one will be perfect here. Oh, she looks gorgeous there. On dimensionals again. Although there's something lacking with this. So I feel like I need a bit of colour. So tell me what you think I could add. I don't mind doing a bit more hand cutting. Even thinking some of that calypso coral and too many dimensionals on the head and the tail. So I love that we can get dimensional for any size. Have bear's feet on the small slice. I could do that, Cheryl. I should be able to lift it up, hopefully. That is actually a really good point. It's a good landing place for him. How did I get that almost so perfectly in the middle? No, I can't, Cheryl. He just ripped. He ripped. But, good idea. I read it too late. Video lag is a real thing. But that's okay. I haven't even tried this little gentleman anywhere yet. This is definitely more whimsical with the animals just being anywhere. It's not, we're not trying to create a scene as such. Okay. Now, would you please play nicely? So I've got him on my scissors so I can see where I might, like, you know, I'm desperate to make a scene, but we're not going to. Now, no, way too big. To start, just having a little play here. Do kind of like the love and warmth kind of here. Don't think I could use a wood round for it. It's definitely not going to fit on that. It will fit on this, so will fit nicely in our big one, won't fit in our little one. So still keeping with our same tools, but what colours? Of course, Louisa dog hair has come to visit. I'm thinking, even looking at it, the white is quite stark, but I could tone down the white. So I'm thinking we may bring in some more of that old olive again, because I think the old olive, we've got the little leaf there and that'll look good. Mushroom on the bottom one and sentiment on the top one. Okay, I'll see if I can find something to cut out. They're just tiny. I'll show you what I mean. They're really, really tiny out of this. So unless I cut something, I'm having a thought. Sorry, that was me having a thought. I know it sounds weird. Don't worry, I know. Okay, scrap of this. Let me just stamp the sentiment and get that squared away. I do like the idea of putting like a floral in there, but just working out how to do that. Because we could inlay it in, but I don't particularly want to do any die cutting. So grab this, grab my ink pad, stamp on might add mushroom and branch. Oh, you mean on the sentiment? What do you mean by adding mushroom and branch? I did not. Okay, clean it with a baby wipe because I haven't used this before. It was just a little bit blotchy. Just a tinsy bit, and because I can, I am going to ink and stamp that up again. So just very, very light. Just hold. Yep, that one will do nicely. And there is a happy anniversary in here. But I don't know whose anniversary is coming up. Mum and Dad have had theirs. David and I have had ours. It does need some colour around the outside. It's too stark being just white. Now, let me kind of want it to go the other way. I'm going to have to construct a handle here. Oh, it's not quite going to fit. But that's okay. Hopefully you can see where I'm going with this. So I thought of doing that and like rounding the bottom. Don't know if I'll be able to do it. Because I kind of like the idea of something in almost everything. Let me have a look at it on screen. Let me see what I think. Having a look at it on screen makes a difference. Okay, this is definitely too much. So I'm just taking the blending brush to the edge of this, just to give it some colour. Has given the inside some colour as well. I'm not sure about this card at all. What I could do, I could then just stick this down and cut it off on the bottom. Or, because I'm bold, make it a bit more of an egg shape. I could just pop that on dimensionals like that. Or actually, I think I just want to stick that down. I don't mind that actually. Decent save. Just glue on the interior here. Doesn't have to be perfect. No, wood grain or wood round is perfect. I think we're just going to have to call it and say, let's get this one done. Hello, Jane. Oh no, I'm sorry that you've got unreliable internet today. They're horrible days. Okay. Let's just get this one done. Do you know, this could benefit from some bling. When in doubt, bling. And I am thinking my champagne rhinestones actually. Let's see if I can. Ooh. Are these in our sale this week? I'm looking. Yes, these brush metallic adhesive back dots are in our sale, and this color here would just look beautiful. So just a sprinkling, just to help your eye travel around. Okay, I am first and foremost going to put a couple on here. Okay, so your eye goes to the sentiment. And tonally, these really do work. Do you guys think that I should like do something to ground the bear? Because that's what I'm thinking, is kind of doing my head in. Just used a bit of crumb cake just to see if that works, because Cheryl was right. Yes, you heard it here first. Cheryl was right. Oop, that didn't come off. can't put one there because it looks like he's pooping. But we can put one above his tail. Still think I need like a third one there. Okay, let me look. So we've used 2 things out of our weekly sale this week. I know, right, Cheryl? Okay, is everyone still with us? I'm so glad you guys have all stayed. And that crumb cake just sucked straight in, and you can't see it. I think it'd almost look better without the bear, but we committed. And if I pull him off, the wood round underneath has done it. Hello, Miss Maureen. So, do we vote that this little note card is done? You love them all, Patty. I'm so glad. I just don't know that. Kind of feel like I need one over here, but where? If I put one under here, he's pooping, and that's not the desire of the card. Oh, but if I change to a little one, Ellen. It's okay. Pop that one back. Grab a little one. Because if I put one just there, it connects those 2. There we go. There we go. I cannot believe I got that oval punch to work. That was pretty. That was a good save, even if I do say so. Done. Okay, cool. I added that one little bit, and now I'm definitely done. Okay, close the ink pad. Let's have a look. I cannot bring the paper over here because it is in disarray over on this side. Yeah, it's going to be fun cleaning that up. Just let me try and grab the use it up bits that I just had here and pop them straight in my medium envelope to use next time. So let's have a look at these in the box. So this is the Kraft note cards that come with the box, and I'm going to grab 3 envelopes. Now you can fit a lot more cards in this box, but today I just chose to only make 3 because I reckon we're heading on to 2 hours, and I think that is more than enough. Yep, even with all this dimension, this is slipping in perfectly. So I'm going to take it out. Okay, so just need to fold those flaps over. Oh, I did not fold that over on the score line. So you will need to properly score these envelopes, but they do fit perfectly in here with the cards. So a perfect set. Now, I don't think you'll fit 20 cards in there if you're going to make them more dimensional like I have today. And the lid goes on just like that. Tie a ribbon. You could put, if you've used all one type of designer series paper, you can put a feature piece of the designer series paper on the top, and that will be a perfect gift. Okay, so just what have we used today? Well, we paired the Happy Forest Friends with the Ringed in Nature stamp set because a lot of the motifs match. A lot of these florals match, the wood round matches, and the sentiments just worked really nicely to create a set. Now, these are the 3 cards. If I can grab this one out. These are the 3 cards I've made. And for 2 of the sentiments, I'm just going to see if we can, I am going to force them closed. I do often do this for photos. I just use a dot of seal to force my cards closed. There we go. They're closing now. Now you can see them. So we did use the double oval punch with the paper. So we layered it for this one and just used it for this one. I feel like this one needs some colour underneath, but it's a done card. We also pulled in the brush metallic adhesive back dots. So these note cards and the box are in this week's weekly deal. So they do have a discount off. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, you are the best wing woman ever. We also pulled in some of the light smoky slate and the light crumb cake, because we did make this log a little bit darker. It just wasn't quite dark enough to go with everything else on the page. I used some bits from my Use It Up box. So this stylish shape style, just stylish shape style, and I'm pretty sure this is one of our layering circles that I have used. We've used some blending brushes, so use some blending brushes on this. We did also make our wood rounds darker as well. So just a reminder, you can go over to my store and purchase all of these. The note cards and envelopes in the box and the brush metallic dots are only on special until the 7th. So you have until tomorrow night to grab those at a discount, and after that they go back to their normal price, and there will be a brand new swag of discounted products for the 2nd week. On Thursday I will have an uploaded video for you because I'm not around on Thursday, so please make sure that you've given me a thumbs up here, and you also subscribe and follow, and you do the same on YouTube. So YouTube and Facebook, just so you get all the happenings around me and Stampin' Up. I don't share everything that happens here, but I do share a lot with you because, hey, it's my life. It goes along with my Stampin' Up. So thank you so much for joining me today. Any questions, please ask them in the comment section below, and I will happily help you. Have a great couple of days, and I'll see you in my recorded video on Thursday at YouTube. Normal time, it will go live at 12 noon. Sorry you just joined, Melissa. I'm just signing off. Enjoy the replay. Bye.